Hello, my name is Bill Peterson. I'd like today to explain to you why it's good to give blood. Every 2 seconds, someone's in the need of blood. Lifeline Blood Services of Tennessee, they require 500 donors a week. And you think it's only 500, but think of Red Cross. Red Cross is all over the country, and they need 41,000 a year. Clarksville Montgomery Red Cross states 1 pint of blood, just 1 pint, can save 3 lives. That being said, the human body has 10 to 12 pints of blood. A donor can give blood every 56 weeks. Now, red blood cells can only be kept on the shelf for 42 days. So what's that tell you? One donor cannot even keep up with their own supply and demand. That's why we need so many different donors. Now, why don't people give blood? Well, sometimes people don't give blood because they're sick. Might be somebody that gives blood all the time, but they have the flu that particular time and they can't give blood. Or something more dramatic, where you have cancer or a disease where you can't give it all. There's also people that are on certain medications can't give blood because once the blood's processed, the medication can't be taken out of the blood and the blood's considered tainted. Pregnant women, we do not want to take blood from pregnant women because it will jeopardize the safety of the unborn child. Veterans and soldiers, if they served overseas certain times, aren't allowed to give blood. And this is all to ensure that blood is kept safe. Now, there's other reasons as well. Some people are just simply afraid of needles, or some people were like I was at one time that just didn't care because it never affected me. I didn't know anybody that didn't give blood. And then it wasn't until I was on the fire service that I actually saw how much blood is needed and the demand. Once you see that, it makes you look at things differently. There's one particular call that really made me think about it. We got called to a vehicle accident, and the individual was trapped inside. He was bleeding very badly. We were able to get him stabilized, and when we finally got him out, we got him on a gurney, got him in the air. He was airlifted to the hospital, and luckily the hospital had enough blood and the type of blood that was needed to save this individual's life, which sometimes that's not always the case. It's pretty sad when a patient dies just because the hospital doesn't have the right type of blood. Well, the story doesn't end there. A few weeks later, fire chief came out with a letter. It was from the husband's wife thanking us, not only saving a husband, but also saving a father. They didn't know what they would do without their father or husband. It really made me think about the fact that I could have been the person in that vehicle, my daughter, my wife, my son, or it could be even you. And I went down and wanted to donate. Well, I found out I could not donate because I also served overseas at that time. And I did the next best thing, which is to try to educate people on why it's important to give blood and why you can't always give blood. And like me, I just want to educate people on what to do, and you can do the same. And then also, you can get online, and there's many letters from different people about how blood has either saved them or a loved one or just their experience. And I picked out one I'd like to share with you. This is from a lady named Shirley. 5 years ago, Memorial Weekend, my life changed forever. My son, who was 29 at the time, had a quad accident. He hit a tree head on and wasn't wearing a helmet. He lay in a coma for 3 months, never to regain consciousness. He passed away September 20th, 2009. During that time, he had given blood a couple times. Before this accident, I gave blood periodically. But now that I know the meaning of it and how important it is, I give all the time. Once my 56 days are up, I give once again. We don't realize the need for blood until we go through something like this. I am very thankful for the donor. Even though my son didn't make it, he gave us more time to say goodbye. That in itself, I believe, is very important because that individual, like I said, could have been me, could have been you, could have been one of your loved ones. And it's only time. It's a free gift. It only takes about an hour. And that's all it really takes at all. It's safe. It's very safe. They use a new needle every time. They're volunteers, but they're professionals. And like I said, I just hope you think about this. And let me leave you with this. There's 4 easy steps to giving blood. First one is you take a medical history, which actually you get a small physical, so if you find something, you might find out you have high blood pressure or something you can take care of. You get the medical history, like I said, quick physical. And then the third, you donate, and then you get a snack. Where else can you get free cookies? And to leave you with this, at www.lifeblood.org, and they're out of Memphis, Tennessee, it's a fact that 90% of the people before age 70 will need blood. So that tells you, if you have a family, the odds are, you know, that's 9 out of 10? 9 out of 10 people will need blood. So if you have a family and kids, the odds are, so please, I just ask you, if for no other reason, give blood for yourself. Thank you.